Hello and welcome to the Every Other Saturday podcast YouTube channel for instant match reaction to Hamilton 1, Rangers 1. Poor day at the office, just all round it was for Rangers, so we'll recap the game, our thoughts on it coming up in this video. So if you could like your video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow the socials that will be on the screen, that would be very much appreciated. So, usually we do a rundown of the game, full 90, but realistically, what actually happened in that game to warrant even doing that? It just, first of all, I'm going to hold my hands up and say Hamilton deserved to win that game today. Hamilton played really well, set up very well, limited us to very little in the first half. You could maybe say the team selection was similar to maybe that St Mirren game where we played poor, with too much sort of rotation. But I feel like these players that played today did deserve their chance. Zungu and Eaton, I think, personally, I don't know about yourself with that.
No, I agree with you, mate. I do feel like they deserve their chance. I've seen some of them, but the two of them are getting some stick on Twitter, which I don't think they deserve, to be honest with you. The full team didn't turn up. As you said, Hamilton deserved to win that game. Without Al McGregor in the net, I do think they would have won that game, to be honest with you, mate.
Aye.
Kind of saviour into McGregor.
Aye.
That's a BBC moment, mate. That's
I
saying the
know,
guy's
but so it's all going in one take today. I'm not even bothering with editing it.
know,
But aye, it was big opportunities for Zungu and Eaton today. But the game, obviously being a plastic pitch, being sort of, I don't know, people were expecting us to just roll Hamilton over. Me personally included, I maybe underestimated Hamilton due to their league position, due to their form recently, and that's obviously not a great thing to do. We still need to respect the opponent. I don't know if Gerrard got that right with the day with the team selection, but personally, in my opinion, I feel that Zungu and Eaton today was a good opportunity for them. Eaton, I feel done all right with the service he was even given. He held up the ball well, but
he did what he could, mate. Do you know what I mean? He did all he could in that game for me personally. Do you know what I mean? There was nothing more he could do. I just think for me the whole team was just woeful, man. Do you know what I mean? Like I personally believe second half Davis and Jack should have been on straight away. I took Aribo and Kamara off, or maybe take Zungu off. But I just felt like the same as you, mate. They deserved to start the day. Probably did underestimate Hamilton. I did say 5-0, and when you put out, so I've probably mixed that up there a bit. No, mate, I just think the players that got a chance, they did the best they could. Do you know what I mean? But I just feel like for me, Joe Aribo and Ryan Kent both need smacked in the face with pancakes. Honestly, big milky pancakes right across the dome.
I
Honestly,
personally looking at that first half, Aribo had maybe the best chance we had for distance. That's really saying something because we didn't really offer anything at all. But I agree with you with Ryan Kent. I thought he was again the day just seems devoid of any sort of confidence or idea or anything going forward. It's just like you get one good game maybe in about 12 with him. It seems at the moment, and it's just definitely not good enough for the kind of player he is. The money we paid for him.
exactly.
I
See,
don't
see
know.
at the end there, mate. See the run he sort of had at the end there, and then he passed out wide to Roof. That shows me the kind of player he is. I told you, he doesn't back himself enough. Run at the fucking goal and have a shot. Do you know what I mean? I'll just pass it out. Do you know what I mean? You've paid. Do you know what I mean? You've paid big money for him. You expect him to be a big player and step up in these kind of games when we're playing teams like Hamilton and they're actually on top of us. Do you know what I mean? Expect him to turn up and, do you know what I mean, pop the ball in the net.
Yeah, it was clear for the first half as well. Hamilton had that chance where I picked it up obviously before the second half and all that happened. I picked up. I think it was Anderson and Ocampo linked up, back tailed it to him. Anderson had a shot, but see on the far side, Lee Hodgson was literally free. He could have passed him and he would have had about 5 seconds to think about what he was going to do. It was just poor for that point of view. And then Goldson Hollander mix up as well. Goldson fires a pass straight at Hollander. Personally, I put the blame on Goldson for that one. He just fires at him with no really chance for him to control it. Also, McGregor saving us there. That's pretty much all that happened in the first half.
Listen, mate, see, to be honest with you, I honestly have in my head right now, see the wedding singer, see Adam Sandler, somebody kill me, please. That's something in my head right now. I tell you what, I think at the end of that game there, I think Al McGregor's going to win that wee van or wherever they are. Do you know what I mean? I think he'll be in there slinging punches at people. I hope he is.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Giving them some hard truths, because for me, do you know what I mean? When Davis came on, Jack came on, they sort of controlled the game. That's what I like about the two of them. They can dictate the game, they control the game. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
They don't gear the ball away ridiculously. They make the smart decisions. Do you know what I mean? You seen
Mhm.
Davis at the end of it, just try to get it to the defenders, get the ball passing about. Do you know what I mean? And sure out the 1-0 win, and then it just all goes up in the air, doesn't it?
It was a daft way to, usually we're decent at seeing out these games, but it was daft to give away a free kick, let them get up the park, and literally one opportunity goal. I can't hold McGregor to too much of a fault because he saved us on numerous occasions today, and he saved for obviously the first chance they had, and then obviously the rebound, which is I don't know how it even went in. It went right under him. So obviously McGregor was great today, apart from obviously that in the last kick of the ball. But he had another double save as well. Callahan, I can't remember the other guy, had the shot, and then Kent had a great chance where it was Ryan Jack played this guy's pass into him. You're like, come on, hit the target at least. Like that's all you want. And then we finally get the big breakthrough for the one thing that was working. I don't know if you noticed that in the first half, in the second half, sorry, at the start of it. We're playing over the top balls to Kent. We were getting right in behind them. It was working well. Stopped doing it. Made it hard for ourselves again. And then all it took was another ball in behind. Barisic was in, and all it needed was a touch off anybody, and it was in the net. You're looking at that, being like, right, why can't we go and do that more in these type of games when you know it's clearly the outlet that's going to work for you? And I thought 1-0, right, finally, thank God. And just it wasn't to be. I thought definitely push for a second, but we just let Hamilton into it again. To be honest, didn't control the game, and that was really the story of the game. Hamilton, honestly, fair play. And to me, anyway, I asked this question to Hamilton fans: where is that performance? Any other time you play in the league? Because if I was a Hamilton fan, I'd be raging watching that. Like, look how good you're playing against Rangers, and then you're getting beat off everybody else. I mean, fair play to them today. Absolutely schooled us, to be quite honest with you, and that's a bad thing to say.
100% agree with you. As I say, just didn't turn up at all. Do you know what I mean? I hope there's, do you know what I mean, words after the game, because I do feel like obviously this kind of game, everyone's right. Rangers are surely going to turn Hamilton over here because of positions in the league, but didn't happen, mate. Do you know what I mean? Hamilton turned around and gave us a right good game, and as you say, they do deserve to at least go away with a point. Do you know what I mean? They should have won the game. Maybe on another day they would have, but I just can't get over that performance, mate.
It was poor.
Dreadful.
Just similar to that one against Motherwell, innit? Like, you're just hoping for so much more against a bottom tier opposition, and we just can't seem to deliver it. And it seems to be, even with the St Johnstone game midweek there, well, where is the first half performance? Like, it's really never there. Obviously, we played well against Ross County at home. If you look back even further to the Old Firm game, where was the first half performance? We don't start games really that well, in my opinion. And then that leaves us a lot to do in the second half, which just shouldn't be happening. Like, you see how good we've played at the start of the season. Obviously, we're coming to the business end of the season. It's going to be tougher to grind out results, and all you're looking for is the points. But I mean, we should be going out there and showing what we can do, because we know we're a great team. We know we can put teams like this away. But for whatever reason, right now, it's not happening. Obviously, I've seen something on Twitter as well. This is one of my pet hates personally. When, like, say things aren't going your way, not playing as well, maybe you get a goal down. The automatic thing is, oh, we miss Morelos, we miss Arfield today. All the players that are out, we miss them, but we beat St Johnstone midweek there, and we'll be fine without Morelos. We don't miss them. We've got Eaton, like we've got Roof. Like, I just don't get that personally. I don't know about yourself.
No, I agree with you, mate. 100% agree with you. I think if anything, do you know what I mean? Everyone's played their part this season. I just think it was a bad performance. Do you know what I mean? I don't think you can say, oh, we're missing Morelos today, because I still think that kind of performance would happen if Morelos was playing. Do you know what I mean? I personally believe Guimar's a better footballer than Morelos. Do you know what I mean? Like, for me, all round, I think he is.
I would say so as well.
Aye, definitely is, mate. But no, you can't say that. Do you know what I mean? You can't make excuses like that. Do you know what I mean? You've just got to take it on the chin and realise that we're a better team. We didn't turn up today. Maybe you
Aye.
could say the pitch was, do you know what I mean, a part to playing it, but I just feel like it wasn't at all. I just think the players thought, nah, we'll go out there and we'll, do you know what I mean? They thought they were going to steamroll it, but
Aye.
just put a top performance in.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously the reason to do these sort of instantly is to get the thoughts out straight away. It is frustrating to lose that goal in the last minute, of course, when you're so close to seeing out another 3 points. But Scott Wright also get his debut today. If you can say anything really positive, he looked quite sharp. Looked all right in the ball. Obviously, this is like 10 minutes he got or something like that. So we look forward to seeing him in the future as well. But he did look all right, aye.
I thought he looked decent. I don't honestly, mate. I just want Kent dropped for the next game. I just want him dropped. Give that boy a full game, MD, because I've had enough of it now. The amount of chances he gets, he should be burying for me. Do you know what I mean?
And you look, he's had about 2 or 3 today, as well.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? The last game where he's got to score that against the Johnston at home, he's got to score that in the first half, was it? And in the day, he's had a couple he should be burying. Do you know what I mean? I always, you know what I mean? I always think he sort of kind of fancies these games. Do you know what I mean? As I said to you, mate, you need to tell me he's playing Aberdeen and Celtic every week. He'll turn up then. Honestly. But no, I just think he deserves to be dropped. Same with Joe and all. He'll put us in trouble and all. Did he not? He passed the ball fucking back to the our goal and Hampton nearly almost scored and all, didn't he? Was that first half?
I can't honestly remember it, but Aribo just, he was, I don't know what it is with him sometimes. Like, you see how good he can be, and then like the other night against St Johnstone, I thought he was good, and then the day it's not there. I don't know what that's down to.
Jenky's kind of the player that sort of looks online and sort of like listens to the hype that everyone gives him. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know.
I would hope he's not like that. I would hope he's got a head down and get the work. Do you know what I mean? But I kind of just think sometimes he might be on his social media and just be looking at, oh, he's banging, like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's a class footballer and that.
You never know.
I can't stand that, man.
Yeah. But
proper midfielders like Davis and Jack, mate. Come on, do the business.
Aye, the two of them the day, come on, changed it, shared it up, looked a better team with them on the pitch anyway, and hopefully that's a statement for going forward. Obviously we play, Kilmarnock at home next Saturday now, so another team struggling. Has to be a good performance at Ibrox, and then we move on to obviously Europa League again, so we'll need a good performance going into that. And I don't know if you can even say anything today about man of the match, but who would you say?
It's got to be McGregor, mate. I just think just get to McGregor. To be honest with you, I'll get to the fans for watching that. To be honest, me, you, mate, everybody else for watching that game.
I thought Goldson was alright today, to be honest. We dealt with that Ocampo very well. Obviously, a physical striker, done well with him. Obviously, they get in a bit too easily to hit shots at McGregor and such, but I thought Goldson was alright. But you can't rule out Al McGregor today. It could have been easily about 4 or 5 if he wasn't in goals, man. It's weird to even say that.
Seeing him at the end of the game, mate, he's absolutely raging. Do you know what I mean? Like, as I say, mate, he's a top keeper. As I say, how many times have we said that? Where we would be without him? Do you know what I mean? In European runs and league games. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's the experienced heads that have really helped us push on further for Celtic. You know? Obviously, like winning the league and that, what have you? But I just feel like Davis and Jack should have been on second half straight away for me, man.
Aye. 60-minute subs don't really work out for me either, personally. But it is what it is. We can sit here and grumble about it all day. It was one each. We get lucky to get a point. Credit to Hamilton for the way they played in that game. And you never know what can happen with their season now with that. It's obviously a big boost going to be for them. So, aye, that's pretty much all I've got to say on the matter. I just want to file this under, never talk about this game again and move on, to be honest.
Oh, same, man.
So aye, that's a video. We'll be back on Tuesday for the podcast, basically unpacking everything else we can think about this game. Looking forward to obviously Kilmarnock at home as well. So if you'd like, subscribe and follow the socials, that'll be very much appreciated, and we'll see you then. Cheers.